Excellent news, everybody. I finally found another rug. It is questionable as to whether I'm going to like it or not. I love the edge of it. The center is mostly gold and tan, and I'm not huge into tan as like an accent piece in a house, but I love the edge so much, and it does have like goldy yellow, so like that kind of goes with the rest of the house as well. So I don't know if it will go over here or right where I'm standing. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but I wanted to show you what else I bought first. So as you saw earlier, I was at my grandparents' house watering. So the garden center is not too far from their house. I actually went looking for Siberian wallflower, which is this beautiful orange flower I had once and never again. And I will put a picture right here so you can see how beautiful it is. My glasses keep catching the glare. Okay, I'll just be a bit blind. So they didn't have that, which is whatever. It's kind of late in the season to be planting things anyway. But I did end up getting more mixed green seeds just because I think I was telling you a bit last time. The arugula blew up, is very bitter, happens every year. I don't know why I keep planting arugula, but I think this is probably the last year I'm going to do it. I will keep a little bit of it because I know my sister likes to eat it, but I want to tear out a row and put in some more mixed greens and maybe some more carrots as well because they are not doing well this year. I don't know what it is. Like some years things just take forever to come up or I have to replant them, and this is one of those years. And then I went to, I don't know what it's called. I call it the metaphysical store because that's what it used to be called. It's like a sort of like witchy-ish store. I was pretty much out of incense. I only had like one stick left, and so I got a bunch of them. As you can see here, I got opium and frankincense and dragon's blood and patchouli. Oh, dropping them. Palo Santo, I don't know if you're supposed to accent that or not, amber and cedar. So I have a nice big supply. Hopefully this will last me at least a little while. There was, for all the boxes that I got, there were probably at least like double or more of different scents. And so I got the ones that I knew I liked, plus sandalwood. I actually don't think I've had, oh, no, I did get sandalwood. Cedar. Cedar is the one that I don't think I've had before, but I imagine it will smell nice. While I was in there, I found out that the new owners have this beautiful dog whose name is Bruce, which is amazing because that's exactly what I would name a dog if I were to get one right now. It's like a Rottweiler crossed with something. I love big dogs. I love how friendly they are and how lovely. I just want to like carry them around. Obviously I couldn't lift them, but I want to hug them. I want to pet them. I really, really, really love dogs. And so that was a wonderful surprise, actually. I didn't realize there would be a dog there. And I'm always happier when there's a dog where I'm going. Okay, and so final stop was where I found the rug. And I not unfortunately, they're very beautiful. I did buy a pair of these like off-white cream colored pants. I think they're gonna fit. I think they're gonna fit better than the ones that I have right now that were from a previous buying time in my life when it was just like, it's good enough, so I'll get it. So these are gonna replace those. I will try them on in a second. And that's where I found this. It is well loved, but it's also in very good condition, and so I'm very happy about finding it. It's a lot better than the one that I saw there maybe a month ago. It was green, but it was also mostly tan, and so I was like, I don't really want that. But this, so I think the rug we have over by the TV is red and gold and blue. The rug that's by the table is orange and gold and blue. And so this one is red, gold, green, a bit of blue mixed in with the red. So I think it'll go really nicely. I don't mean to keep buying the same color of rugs, but I'm just really drawn to them. And so I think this is okay. But yeah, let's see where this is going to go. We have options. Okay, so the rug is bigger than I thought it was going to be. The problem is, over here you can see, there is whatever this is, some sort of stain. I will attempt to get that out at some point. But here, let's look from this angle. So it definitely needs flattened. As you can see, it's trying to fly away right now. I feel like it's a little too big for this space, but the second option is right here where I'm standing, so I'm gonna try it here. Okay, pretty wide, but I think this works a lot better than in the kitchen. I am gonna walk around and look at it from this angle. Yeah, you know what, I think I like that there. I feel like it's a bit weird that it's like running parallel with the one that's in there, but you also can't see it when it's behind the furniture. I don't know. And already Franklin is checking it out. What do you think, buddy? Should we keep it there? All things considered, it is a very nice rug, minus the stain. I'm sure I can get rid of that very easily. I don't think it will be like a huge problem. The thing is though, I'm definitely going to need one of those like anti-slip rug mats for underneath it, because as soon as I set it down over there and I stepped on it, it started to slide. So I have a feeling that somebody is going to get hurt if I don't get one of those very soon. And judging by how the cats treated the new rug over by the kitchen table when I first got it, it's probably going to get messed up quite a bit. This one is heavier and it's less flexible than that one, but still, I am not going to take any chances. I guess now the only problem is figuring out how to get the sides to not be turned up like it's trying to fly away. I'm sure with time, it will probably calm down itself, but I kind of want to help speed it up, so maybe I'll pile some books on it. I really don't know. This is my first time straightening out a rug, so I guess we're learning together. But what I will say is I am very happy with how this looks in here, especially with the colors. I don't know how they show up on camera, and you're too far away for me to tell, but it is, the border especially is very, very beautiful. The center is also very nice. It's a good pattern, lots of good colors. Honestly, 10 out of 10 find. So now I just need one for where you're standing and probably another one for where the piano is, but we will see. I will keep my eyes open. Hello, this is Catherine from 10 minutes in the future. These are the pants. I'm a little sad to say that they are possibly a size too small. They fit, I can do them up, but they are quite a bit tighter than I'm used to wearing pants. Having said that, like I used to wear pants that were like completely skin tight, way tighter than these when I was a teenager, but I am 32 now and I'm used to wearing nice, baggy, comfy pants. And so while they don't look bad, I'd say they look quite good, I don't know that I'm prepared to wear pants this tight. I think what I'm going to do is wear them around the house, try and stretch them out a little bit and see if that works. And if not, they will get donated right away because I don't need to be wearing pants that are uncomfortable. And that's the thing, is these are like super soft and actually like quite comfortable otherwise. It's just like a little tight on the hips, a little tighter than I'd want. So I might see if I can stretch them out a bit because they are super duper cute. Like, hello? Love these so much. Hello, good morning. It is the next day. I am very proud of myself because I don't know how to explain this without outing myself. I sometimes have a really hard time making appointments and then also following through with those appointments, especially if they're things that I don't really want to be doing. So for example, I had a dentist appointment this morning, and to get myself to that appointment was a task and a half. I had to promise myself many, many fun things. And I did it, I went, it's over. Unfortunately, I have to go back for a cavity filling next week, which is like not great. And I also have to get fitted for a mouth guard because apparently I grind my teeth so bad in my sleep that it's causing like little mini cracks in my bottom molars, which is fantastic news. I really wanted to know that. But then I also, afterward, I basically like forced myself to drive to the tire place because I have needed new summer tires for the last 2 months. I'm just driving around on my winter tires like a freak. But I finally went in, figured out what I need, booked it all. So that's booked for next week as well. So I did a bunch of adulting things today already, and so I'm really proud of myself. And it might seem like really small, trivial things to you, but for me, it's a really big step to actually have done those things. Like, for example, another example of why I'm struggling with adulting in some areas. I have had to get a blood test for almost a year, and I still haven't done it. I think I actually mentioned that a couple months ago that I was going to. Guess what? I didn't. Part of the problem is that the last time I got a blood test, it went so poorly that I never want to do it again. And so I'm kind of just like hyping myself up in the meantime. You know what's funny is in the past I would have said, I don't know why I'm like this, but I have received some information and now I know why I'm like this. I don't really know if I'm going to talk about it much on here. I know that's the most annoying thing to do, is be like, there's this thing I know and I'm not going to share it with you. But I don't know, I guess I'm still wrapping my head around everything and I'm not really sure how to put it into words or like whether I want it broadcast to the entire internet. So I don't know. Sorry for being annoying, but I might tell you at some point. Although, if, to be quite honest, some of you have probably already guessed what is going on with me anyway, so big yee-haw to that if you have. Okay, but what I really wanted to come on here and say was that I am very excited to be starting writing blog posts again. If you've been in my online sphere at any point in the past, you'll know that I think up until last summer I was writing blog posts like every single week. And I've also done it before on a different blog, and that one ran for like 3 or 4 years before I finally decided to shut it down. I think that was when I was in the teaching program. I just couldn't keep up with things. But yeah, it's so funny. I feel like you learn so much about me as a person just by like seeing what I'm doing in my life. And so what I was getting to was that my treat for doing the things that I struggle with and the things that are hard for me, so like going to the dentist and like getting appointments figured out and getting my tires on, my treat for myself is that now it is just afternoon. I already had lunch. I'm drinking another cup of coffee, which is fantastic. And my treat for myself this afternoon is that I'm going to plan out my blog posts for the next couple of months. And then I'm also going to write one. You don't need to know my whole like writing, editing process. I don't need to tell you all that. But I will say that the blog post will actually be out before this video is out. So if you haven't seen it by that point and you do want to read it, there will be a link down below in this video where you can click and go to my blog and see what I'm talking about there. It'll be pretty similar to what you see in these videos. So just like general lifestyle stuff and like how to be a more effective human being, which is more for myself than anyone else, but I like writing about it. And then a lot more about herbalism and just like planting and gardening in general, and a little bit more witchy stuff as well. I know I don't talk about it on here a lot, but I really do want to write about it a lot more because especially for myself, I notice I've gotten like really out of practice with things. And when that happens, I find it so much better for me to then just start writing about it, and then I get back into it and I learn more and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I don't know what my first blog post is gonna be. Well, my first one back, obviously. I do have a very long list of blog topics, like possible things I could write about, so I think I will go through that and see what jumps out to me for writing about.